Puerto Rico, Greg Olson, we welcome you. The punter, Bradley Pinion, gets this started. Off we go through this downpour in South Florida. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one. Oh, and they come after him right away, and he goes on the first play of the game.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Slot man in motion left. He'll drop to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ready? This opening drive not going as scripted. It is 3rd and long. Again, here's Hall. And he's only going to be able to get back to the line. That's all. 3 plays to start. Quick 4th down. On now comes the punt team for the Jets, as he's standing right around his own goal line. To return is Williams. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line.
Before I sat down, still ballin', money stacked tall and shack now. Still push a button to let the before the back down. I'm on the road doing shows with my back down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. From the backstage yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Here with other southern rapper Hood and this, I got
ready? Here we go, here we go. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he'll try to keep his footing. Manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Now the first carry for King Henry. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. They get 22 yards there. Good for a Dolphins first down.
Watch the running back's patience here, Mike. He's slow, and then he hits it. That's the key here. If he goes too fast, their linemen aren't ready yet. Really well executed. Great run.
60 back, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. First throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Demario Davis. think this is going to stand. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Willis. First throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Demario Davis.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line. And it lands in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive. On second down, a run with Hall. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Third and long. From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds, well short of what he needed. And the punt team will come on for fourth down. Here's their punter now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This one, fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
Eagles. Steady.
Trying to start on the ground, and he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Okay, ready?
From the 35, here's second down and 9.
Cougar 19, 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Steady.
Throwing is Willis. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. And that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. But instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
Third and 9. Throwing, Willis. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. So that'll bring up fourth down. And here comes the veteran Bradley Pinion to punt it away. Back deep to receive the explosive Cavante Turpin. That's fielded at the 7. And he'll give his guys a little bit more room to work with as he's able to get forward out beyond the 10-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on first and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. It is second and 6.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 60, Panther 6, 18, 5 in.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Down the right sideline. That'll change things. Out of bounds inside the 35. A big play for the Jets. And even 50 yards.
Got ready.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. We're here with Paul. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
I can tell you firsthand, as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack, hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
He'll get this out wide. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. The Jets will send out the field goal unit. This a 48-yard attempt. And oh, how about this early on? They block the kick. But he's not going to be able to advance past the marker. He is stopped short. And the block kick leads to a turnover on down.
So they clearly have a beat on this kicking unit. Now, there's 2 ways to do it. They either have a tip on the long snapper or the holder. But either way, in this case, they're able to time the snap count perfectly, gain an advantage on the outside, and come away with a huge block.
Out to his right. Oh, he's got a man running with them, and they connect. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big-time play for the Dolphins. A gain of 48.
This guy has just such a knack for getting open, Mike, and whenever they're looking for that big play, he's usually one of the guys at the top of the progression, and it's pretty easy to see why.
Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. It's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And he's in! Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Miami. That is first touchdown this year. Extra point by Little is good. And the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A float behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and
Let's go now.
I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. The Jets have it here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with fourth down coming up. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That's taken in. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. They get the conversion with a gain of 22.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
It's first down, and it's Paul. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
A gain of 12. First down.
Throwing now on first and 10. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 12.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning, being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Willis now to throw. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down from it.
They'll try again here, second and 10. Up the middle they go. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 6.
They need to get to the 22, but now face third down.
Cowboy 80.
To throw is Willis. And that is incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target. And that's going to lead to a fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He'll punt for the second time after hitting a beauty in his first effort. To return, it is Turpin. And some nifty running on the return. Took up some good yardage before he was taken down.
First and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10.
Ready.
drive begins with a run, and it's home. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Right there, two. Ready, go. 70 Lions. Ready.
Another run here with Hall. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. A pickup there of 13, and the Jets have a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
On first down, they go right back to Hall. And this time, they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now this time, they'll look to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down.
Cougar 19. Let's go. 19 Charger, 19 Charger. Ready.
Give up the middle with Hall. Running very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
From 29, here's second and 6.
Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
And he pulled it left. No good. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to Miami after this. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll begin here on the ground. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 18 yards, and a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
Ready, ready. Ready, ready. Crackle 80.
They'll run it on first down with Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Come on, come on. Ready up.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up third down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
Third and 2. Here we go.
Past the 60, past the 70, Timberwolves.
They'll try and run for this with Henry. 17 yards, the gain there. First down, Miami. 17 yards.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the fourth quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
Here's first and 10.
Go!
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
At the 14-yard line, a 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. Third down, 3 to go.
60 by 6. Ready?
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up fourth down. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. That's going to be caught. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
Yeah, so I think, Mike, this is one of those decisions where the conditions and the elements definitely come into play. I think in a normal day of clear weather, this coach makes a different decision in this situation. But here, I can totally understand why he decided to be aggressive and go for it on fourth down.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Dragon 60. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Back to the air again on second and 10. Going for it all. That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Simmons. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception, but boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Flush to his left. And a critical tackle there. They're getting close to scoring. Instead, they get nothing. Time has run out. This first half has come to an end.
The city just made a sweep, people diabetic. They mouths get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette, the LA yelling.
Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback.
Come on.
Throwing, Willis. Rolling to the left. A terrific run there, all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big one there to start the second half. 35 yards.
Okay, great. 7 Warriors, 7. You're not. 70 Timberwolves. Buffalo 18.
Here's Willis. He's going to let this one go deep. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Second and 10.
60 Maverick. Ready? 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready?
Willis to throw. Again, working deep downfield. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jamison Williams. Touchdown Miami. His second catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. Extra point by Little is good. And the Dolphins move out on top. 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the end zone. And it'll be brought down past 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
6-yard line.
They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Hall. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts to talk things over before 3rd down.
Ready? 18, 5 in. 70 Lions.
Back to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. On comes the punt team now for the Jets. That is fielded at the 13. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line.
Not saying 19. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
To throw, here's Willis. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
This is incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down. Let's see what this call is.
Go with him. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Come on. 60 Maverick. Cougar 19. Trap 60. Trap 60. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Willis now to throw. He gets this complete to Burton. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. But that one gives him a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. A big-time play for the Dolphins. 42 yards.
Warriors 70. Ready? 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. '79 Broncos. Ready?
Now Willis. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open. Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Trying to get here from the 7-yard line, 2nd down and goal.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
Go.
Willis. Moving left.
While he was running away from the pocket, Mike, I was wondering, was he going to just throw that one away or try to make something out of nothing? Give him credit. He does a nice job picking up some positive yardage before he's forced to go out of bounds.
No time, set up, you gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my side. Pick them sides.
Okay, ready?
27 of the drive coming up,
19
and it's third and goal.
Stephanie! 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Buffalo 18. Ready, ready?
Throwing is Willis. Moving to his right. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes fourth and goal.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
The offense staying out there for this fourth and goal.
Cowboy 80. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Throwing, Willis. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on fourth and goal.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
Not much happening there, just a short game.
Brings up second and 8 at the 7-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On the give, it's Hall. And he would get forward for about 5 yards. That sets it, goes down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll come up to third and 3.
Here we go, here we go. Viking 18.
Tight end going in motion here.
Ready.
They'll throw here on third and short. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense with first and goal.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. Sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Dolphins. That's his second TD catch of the season. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. It's up and through. The Dolphins will take themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Yes, nothing. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. In the end zone, here's Cavante Turpin. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Bobcats, let's go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Back to the air once more on second down. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Jets first down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60, Dragon 60.
Now they'll set up to throw. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Ready, set.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A pickup of 12 yards. And the Jets have a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be passed and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. It just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense, just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
He's got his man right side. It's complete. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. Good for a Jets first down.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
They'll look to throw. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are under.
As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10.
Mustang 19, 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, 19 Lions. 79 Broncos. Scoop.
He'll drop the throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with that.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Cut 19, cut 19, 70 Rangers, Dragon 60.
They will run it over center with Hall. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They've converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3.
Cowboy 80.
He'll look to throw. To the end zone. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
Oh, a loose football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Willis now to throw. And the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
18, 5 in, 2. 60 Bison.
They'll send their tight end left.
Ready.
They'll throw out of the gun. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
As hard as it is to have this conversation, at some point, someone on this sideline needs to say, is it better off for this young rookie to just remove him from the game, take a deep breath, and reset for next week? Because at this point, 5 interceptions in, you start being concerned that you're doing more harm than you are good.
Coming across, he's got it in the hands of Williams. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. That pass play, good for 22. Good for a Dolphins first down.
At the 20-yard line.
Rattler. Come on. Mustang 19. Panther 60. 19 tight.
To throw is Willis. Right back to Williams. They connect again. and he will score again. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Miami. 3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year. Extra point by Little is good. And the Dolphins will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no return here. This is a touchback.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the jump. Cougar 19. Let's go.
On the run, here's Hall. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
38-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Flag. 70 Timberwolves.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, I think we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game. Force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away, and then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
Craft all 80.
Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stop him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. They're going to give the ball over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Ready.
Throwing, Willis. That one needed to come out quickly. It did not. It is a sack.
I can promise you, Mike, when this play call went into the headset of the quarterback, nobody on the coaching staff thought this play was going to result in a sack. This ball is expected to come out quick, wide receiver screen, and do the rest after the catch. Something was thrown off with the timing, and quarterback had no choice but to eat it and gets taken down for a sack.
Defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Third and long.
7 Pirates. Come on. Set. Cougar 60 Maverick. Go.
Here's Willis. No one there to pick up the pressure. He'll go down. They got him.
A loss of 10 yards.
Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away. And he'll be brought down there this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So a win here for the Dolphins. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their two scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in.
What defines my name? What defines my name?